If you're sitting there and you work for a general contractor, start thinking about micro care and empathy. Find out what's important to your boss. Find out or think about what might be important to the boss's clients and start making it important to yourself, because I'm telling you, it's very difficult to find good people. I don't think there's a shortage of funds to pay good people. I just think the people out there have a sense of entitlement that's bullshit, that's off the scale, and it needs to be reined in. How old are you going to be before you start to experience life like you want it? I want to tell you right now, whether you like it or not, there is a better way to do business. Hi everyone, welcome to the Business for Builders podcast. Welcome to you if you're in YouTube land. My name's Max. I'm the CEO at Smith & Sons, remodeling experts here in Canada. And as usual, want to deliver a bunch of value and make you smile. Look, right now, a bit of housekeeping, like and subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, everything like that. Be sure to shoot across to Facebook, join the or request to join the Business for Builders VIP private face group. I'm wanting to build, more information, more videos, more uploads, downloads, PDFs, whatever the case may be. Be sure to hit me up and let me know if there's anything specifically that might help you in the way of tools, checklists, things like that. And we will help out where we can. Don't forget, you can hit me up directly on max@businessforbuilders.ca, and I will respond to you as promptly as I can. Righto. Okay, today, no notes, shooting from the hip. I've spent the last week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe more, working as an interim project manager for one of my general contractors here at Smith & Sons. And it has been a very enlightening process. It's been nice to sort of get amongst it, grab a few tools in some cases, and really try and make the clients happy. But what I do know is that everything that drives me around building this Smith & Sons brand or this business is all about, client-centric. And today I am going to quickly talk about, as if I was just chatting with you and we're just shooting the shit at the pub, and just talk to you a lot about micro care. And it's just something that, because I've been on site and I've been dealing with clients in real time, like real paying customers, and liaising with, let's call it my interim boss, my franchise general contractor, and just chatting with him about some of the deficiencies that I see in the field, some of the deficiencies brought on by having some of the good people that work for him, but there's a little bit of there's some lacking qualities in finishes, and we talked about this concept of micro care. And furthermore, micro care really is only possible if you understand the power of empathy. And so today I'm just going to talk about micro care and empathy as it relates to, your guys and gals. And so if you're a lead dog, if you're a general contractor and you've got 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 guys or gals working for you, you might want to start thinking about what I'm going to share with you, and then, start to think about how you're going to inject that into your culture to help the team around you serve the clients better and, of course, serve your business better. So what I'm going to talk about real quick, going to keep it short and sweet, is micro care and empathy as it relates to focusing on the clients, but also around focusing on the business, right? Because I think the two are connected. If you're focused on doing what's in the best interest of the business, that means you're going to work in the best interest of the client as well. And so, a few things that, have come up is just that really do resonate with me as far as I would call it deficiencies in attitude. And it's because they're just kind of oblivious to the fact that there's not a lot of maybe what I'd call peripheral awareness. When they get instruction. Now I say they because I've seen the general contractor that I'm working for at the moment, where I've seen him give instruction to workers. And then we go back the next day and it's not done completely the way that we would expect it to. And so, that's always disappointing. And it's a podcast subject matter that I was going to quickly chat about was, talent and street smarts. And I'll probably save that maybe for the next episode. But, there's part of it where it's like, why is it important that I have to, instruct people to, when they leave the job at the end of the day, that tools are put away, they're organized, and that the job is cleaned up and someone's pulled a broom across, all areas and dusted off or whatever. And it's because they just lack the self-awareness, or they lack the empathetic side, And so a couple of points like today, I literally just went up, just got back from a meeting, visiting a project and visiting the cabinet maker there. And of course I walked in, and a lot of these jobs have these digital, keypad door entry locks. And of course I've opened it up, walked in with the cabinet maker, shut the door behind us because it's still pretty cool outside, and that's the right thing to do anyway. But then I shut the door, and there's this nice kind note on the back of the door from the client saying, when you leave for the day, can you please lock up? And I'm like, why in God's name does the client midway through the project now have to start leaving notes that it's important that we lock the front door? And so what's happening with the team that's leaving the job on our behalf? They've worked there all day. They want to get paid in full for their work, but then they can't even lock the front door on the way through. What is happening in the brain of that individual? So this is where we start talking about micro care. It's like, start giving a shit about people that are paying your wage, whether it's clients and or general contractors. So if you're sitting there and you work for a general contractor, start thinking about micro care and empathy. Find out what's important to your boss. Find out or think about what might be important to the boss's clients, and start making it important to yourself. Because I'm telling you, it's very difficult to find good people. I don't think there's a shortage of funds to pay good people. I just think that people out there have a sense of entitlement that's bullshit, that's off the scale, and it needs to be reined in. And then they wonder why they can't get a good hourly rate. And so, what we've got to do is start talking about micro care and empathy. So, because they go hand in hand. If you get micro care and empathy and you're focused on the client, find out what's important to the client, think about what's important to the client, make it important to you, and then go, if this was my house, would I walk out and leave the door unlocked? No, I wouldn't. So that's empathy. It's thinking about what might be important to the other person. And so the other thing is, you're a representative of the contractor that you're working for. So, I've had to go in and give lectures, and it's kind of, there's been time, I've not made a lot of friends doing what I'm doing, but I'm about getting results, and it's all around being motivated to make the client happy. And if the client's happy, the general contractor's happy, because especially if we're under budget on different scope, he's actually really happy. Like, he'll shout me lunch happy. And so, when you've got guys that are in there, I walked into a certain project and there was shit everywhere, materials everywhere, tools everywhere. And I'm like, this house is somebody's home. This is not a tool storage area, and this is not somewhere just to stash like rubbish and building materials. I understand some stuff's got to come in. I'm not stupid. I understand how it works. But at the end of the day, it can be organized, it can be dusted, it can be put aside. And it literally takes 20 minutes. So I've worked on the tools, folks, Saturday and Sunday, because my week this week as a project manager was going to be big, and I couldn't be bothered getting someone else to come in and do it. So I grabbed my tools, put the bag back on, and I went and did what I had to do to make sure that job was going to be ready on another job for a cabinet maker. And you know what? The clients walked in and went, wow, shit's got done, and the job looks awesome and it's tidy. Mate, I'm telling you, when you walk out, now clients understand that it's going to be a construction site. But when they walk out and materials are stored nicely over there and everything is swept up at the end of the day and the tools are stacked in the corner and they're organized and the job has hit a certain stage, it's just complete laziness or lack of self-awareness or lack of micro care or lack of empathy why people go, oh, it's my quitting time, I'm out of here. Now, are the type of people that I'm talking about hard to find? I would say yes. I would concur completely that it is really hard to find people who give a shit. And it's not because we're short of, it's not we're short of a dime and then we don't want to pay people good money. The problem is they just think they can do a freaking ordinary job and then expect top dollar. And that's bullshit. So I've rattled some cages since and I shudder to think the rest of my organization is also just being almost too kind and too generous to the point where they're doing themselves a disservice financially and their reputation a disservice, because clients are now like angry because their jobs are a mess and there's loose ends everywhere. So guys and gals, just think about micro care and empathy. I want you to think about it for yourself personally. I want you to start out by saying, okay, what is it that I could do better? where is it that there's blind spots in my business whereby I don't pay enough attention to, or I'm too damn lazy and I never go and do that, but now Max is kicking my ass and I should. Okay, you've all probably heard my trash can story where there was 3 inches of shit in the bottom of a trash can with no bag, and I've pulled the bag out that was full of garbage, and I've seen this shit in the bottom, and I'm like, who does that? Who does that? If you pulled a bag out, why not empty the shit? Like, it's just crazy. So, this is kind of a bit of a bitch fest to me, but I'm telling you, what makes us a standout to our clients is our care and is our empathy. Giving a shit is what it takes to separate you from your competition in some cases. Follow through. Whatever you say, you do. You are a man of your word. You are a woman of your word. Whatever you say, you'll do. You will deliver at the highest level. Our catchphrase is, construction services, delivering construction services at the highest level. Doesn't mean we're perfect. It just means we give a shit, and we will work as hard as we can to deliver construction services at the highest level. And when we drop the ball, we're humble enough to say, hand on heart, cap in hand, we can do better and we'll make it up to you. That sort of thing. That's integrity. Doing the right thing in front of people is one thing, but doing the right thing when nobody's watching, that determines the character of the individual. So guys and girls, be people of good character. Don't just be charismatic and flashy and Hollywood and you're really good and you got the gift of the gab kind of bullshit, because that you run out of puff at some stage, because good people will see through that, and you'll be left dealing with people that you probably don't like to be dealing with. So this is very much a personal, a personal assessment, and then implement that into your culture as far as this is our minimum standard. And then off the back of that, you can then have your culture within your business determining people that come into your business and stay. You want to identify people that have the skills and the talent, of course, but then also understand micro care and empathy and how they work together. And that way, one of us can't be as smart as all of us. And so I think there is some power in that community. And I think if we're all going in the same direction, and this is why I'm having a great time working with this GC, because we're very much on the same page. And, it's made it very clear, and we're creating some efficiencies therein. So, guys and girls, look, real quick one. I hope that helps. Be sure to hit me up on email if you've got any questions, and make sure you let me know if there's anything subject matter that you want me to share or talk about, shed some light on perhaps, and hopefully help you out with. Don't be shy. Let me know. max@businessforbuilders.ca. And you can like and subscribe, hit the bell, but certainly get across to the Business for Builders VIP, and we'll maybe start putting some of this stuff on video for you, as well as creating some PDF versions to help you out. I hope that helps. Go build a kick-ass business, and we'll see you on the next episode. Cheers.